Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm back for a different kind of video. So today I'm going to be basically giving a rundown of what I'm going to be doing in 2024 with racing, and my plans and explanations in a bit more detail. I have posted my plans on my other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, platforms like that. But it's kind of difficult to explain in full detail of what I'm going to be doing and, well, lay it out basically in a list. And also my YouTube channel obviously does all my vlogging and basically shows more detail of what I do behind the scenes of racing and also on track as well. And basically makes it into a whole video of a weekend or a race day. So I thought it'd be quite good to basically explain in more detail on my YouTube channel as well of what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and just keep you guys in the loop basically. So obviously 2023 was a great experience for me. Massive learning curve because it was my first time racing cars, moving from karting up to cars. So yeah, I knew it was going to be a very difficult one as well because obviously I'm not the richest person in the world. But I tried my best, I worked hard, I managed to get in a couple of races. Got my race license in January at Thruxton, which is a great experience, great coaching that I learned on the day. And then obviously did the BPC scholarship for the C1 Endurance Series. Sadly didn't go my way, but managed to save up a bit of money and work as hard as possible to make my, well, debut in Oulton Park in the C1 series. Was a great race, great learning experience, and managed to gain a bit more knowledge of car racing rather than karting, as it is a whole lot different, to be honest. Karting is good for learning the basics and the ropes, but when you move up to car racing, the driving style completely changes. But you know what? It was a good first race, and I learned a lot thanks to Josh, my driver coach, and also BPC for running me. And then we got to compete in the Silverstone 24-hour race in the C1 series, which was an incredible experience to say the least. Never raced at Silverstone. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to race at Silverstone. Even though it was in a C1, it was still a massive experience for me and a massive dream come true for me. Absolutely loved it, and again really honed more of my skills, and I learned a lot more during the 24 hours. And yeah, that was my racing in 2023. Obviously it was only 2 races, but I learned a lot and got a lot more track time during the rest of the year. For example, at Brands Hatch, I went with Team Hard in their VW Cup car, and then I also went with BPC in the Driven by Racing event at Silverstone in their Audi TT CR car. So yeah, I got a bit more track time as the year went on, and a bit more driver coaching to try and hone my skills a bit more and get a bit more prepared for 2024. So 2024, my plans for 2024 is I'm going to be competing in the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Clubman Series with a team called Misty Racing. It's going to be a massive learning curve to say the least, as I haven't really raced any rear-wheel drive cars before. Obviously I've done karting, but like I said, it's a lot different. And also I'm going to be racing at tracks that I haven't really done before. Sadly, I can't budget to do all 8 rounds throughout the season, but I've managed to come up with a plan to be able to do 4 of the rounds. So the first round will be in 2 weeks' time as of recording this at Snetterton. And I'll be doing the test day on the Friday, and then the Saturday will be the race day. Round 2 will be in May, which is at Oulton Park. Again, because of budgeting issues, I will only be doing the Saturday race day. But I've tried to play a bit of a smart game here. I picked Oulton Park because obviously I raced at Oulton Park last year in the C1 series. Obviously, completely different car. But I've got a little bit more experience at Oulton Park compared to Snetterton, where I've got no experience on track. So yeah, I'm going to only be doing the Saturday race day to try and save a bit of money for budgeting throughout the rest of the year. And then we're going to have to skip all the way to September, where I'm going to be competing at Donington Park, again in the MX-5 series. Friday I will be testing for that one, as I've got no track experience or previous track experience at Donington Park yet. Saturday is the Mazda MX-5 Super Cup series, so I won't be competing in that. Sunday is the Clubman series, but I'm going to try and use that to my advantage a little bit, and I will go back to Donington after the Friday test day on the Saturday and sort of watch the Super Cup series and see where I can improve time from this Friday testing to the Saturday, and just see if I can talk to people and see if I can get advice and driver coaching. And yeah, obviously Sunday will be the race day. And then a month later, again in October, I'll be in the season finale at Brands Hatch. That's going to be a very interesting one. Personally, Brands Hatch is my most favourite circuit in the country, so I've always wanted to race there, and racing in a Mazda MX-5 is going to be an absolute experience and a half for me. It's going to be very difficult because obviously it's season finale. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be a bit more pushy and a bit more sendy, as I can imagine, as it's the final race of the season. But yeah, that's my plans for the 4 rounds that I'm going to be doing this year, if everything goes to plan. As you guys may have seen there, from May all the way till September, got a bit of a break through June, July, August, but I have got a little bit of plan for what I'm going to be doing during then. So in June, I'm going to be doing a track day with Race Car Experiences. Obviously last year I did a track day with them in the Honda Civic at Castle Combe. So this one I'm going to be doing at Donington Park, and it's going to be testing their brand newly built Cupra, which is going to be insane to say the least, which is actually competing in the Brit Car Series this year, which is going to be interesting. Another thing I'm going to be testing on that day is Mercedes A-Class, which competed in the British Endurance Championship last year at Snetterton, and also Jack Battelle in the BTCC Series actually raced that one in 2021, so that'll be an incredible experience to say the least, and a bit more driver coaching which I will get, which I'll try and learn, and also it will be at Donington Park, so it will help me out for a couple months time later when I race at Donington in the MX-5 series. I'm also going to be doing a bit of instructing during that time, and I'm going to be doing that at tracks like Brands Hatch, as you guys already know, Donington Park, Oulton Park. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to instruct at tracks that I'm actually racing at this year as well, and just basically keep myself in a car and basically try and get myself a bit more in the instructor's sort of role, as I do want to try and use the signatures I'll be getting during this year to try and become an ARDS instructor. Because there's 2 races per weekend, I should have about 8 signatures by the end of the year if everything goes to plan, which will be great. Obviously it's about 12 signatures you need to advance up to an international C license, but it's 6 signatures to get up to a national A, so I should at least get my national A license, and then maybe next year I'll try and work on getting in the international C license, and then trying to get into my ARDS instructor course. That's my plan for this year. It's going to be incredible to say the least. No clue how it's going to go personally, but I'm all for it, and I'm really looking forward to getting the season started in 2 weeks time at Snetterton as of recording this. So next I'm going to move on to new things I'm going to be trying and new equipment I'm going to be trying this year with my vlogging. As you guys know, I like to try and vlog the whole weekend for you guys. If I'm doing Friday testing, or if I'm doing a track day or a test day, I will record from all the way from there all the way to the end of the race day. And I just enjoy doing it, and I really like to show behind the scenes of basically me trying to move up the ranks. So something I'm going to be trying which is a little bit different. Obviously I competed in the mini scholarship a few months back, learned a lot, and I definitely took away a couple advice and tips from there, from other drivers and from the driver coaches. Sadly it didn't go my way, but I did notice something with that vlog. So when I was recording, it was okay when I was holding the phone myself and vlogging myself, you could hear me pretty well, but when, for example, my mate Peter, who usually vlogs for me, was recording and I was talking to the camera, it's kind of hard to hear me, which is a bit of a pain to say the least, especially when it's a windy day or bad weather. I've decided to buy one of these, which is a Sony QWM10. So it's like a little microphone, which is going to be quite interesting to say the least to try and use. I would use this now as to record this one, but sadly I'm still waiting on the little mic adapter, as I've got an iPhone and it doesn't have a mic adapter on it, so I need to basically buy a mic adapter, plug this in, and then I'll be able to Bluetooth the other end to it. I didn't buy the best quality one on the market, but I did my research, I watched a few reviews and heard what it was like and was quite happy with it, to be fair, so I'm looking forward to trying this out and seeing how it goes at Snetterton. So yeah, that's basically my rundown of my plans for 2024, new things I'm trying, and basically just to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. So yeah, I'm going to leave this video here though. If you enjoy this video, then make sure to like and subscribe, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.